Hello and welcome to this April 14th, 2010 video version of Invested Central's Chart of the Day. I'm Tom Boley, Invested Central's Chief Market Strategist, and it's my pleasure to provide you with today's Chart of the Day. This Chart of the Day is brought to you by StockCharts.com, simply the web's best financial charts. Today we are featuring ARST Incorporated, ticker symbol ARST. This is over an $800 million technology company. Looking back at the chart technically, you can see the second half of 2009, ARST had a nice uptrend in place. Actually, the stock almost doubled in just the second half of 2009. And since that time, throughout the early part of 2010, we've simply been consolidating in a trading range, the low of which has been down just below $23, let's call it about $22.80, and the top side is up near the $29 level. The only thing that really would turn this chart more negative would be if it were to roll over, come down, and eventually take out these lows at $22.80 and do it with increasing volume. Then we would probably see a lot more selling to ensue from that point forward. But currently what we're looking at is we like the candle that formed on Tuesday in the action. You can see intraday we had come down below recent price support, which over the last month and a half has held at about the 25.80 area. Notice that on Tuesday, ARST went down to 25.50 intraday, but then managed to come all the way back up, closing near the high of the day at 26.42. This could lead to another quick run back up to the top of the trading range near $29. At least that's what we're looking for here. To the downside, if we lose the 25, let's just say 25.50 to 25.75 area on a closing basis, especially if the volume picks up, then I think that could lead to another retest of these lows down around the $23 level. So we wouldn't want to hold down that far. So we would place a stop on a closing basis down in the, say, 25.50 area. Intraday, if you're looking for an intraday stop, probably more like 25.20 or so. Today's low, or Tuesday's low, was at 25.50, and you can see the previous lows were a little bit lower than that, maybe down around the 25.30 area. So an intraday stop around 25.20 would make sense as well. But I would look in the near term for a move back up. First area of resistance is likely to be, well, we've got to get through the 50-day moving average, which currently is at 26.60. So we'd like to see a quick move through that. But beyond that, we would be looking up here maybe at around 28. That's where we broke down from just about a week and a half ago. So we might see a little bit of resistance in there, but if we break above 28, 29 should then be the next major resistance area. The other thing I think that's interesting on ARST is take a look at the stochastics. Each time we have seen stochastics on ARST dip below 20, it has represented a very strong buying opportunity throughout this uptrend and through the trading range. So if you take a look back in early July, you'll see the bottom was put in as stochastics dipped just below 20. Same thing at the end of November. We put in this low as the stochastics dipped below 20, and again in early February as stochastics went below 20. You can see we put in a bottom and then rose off of it. So we're hopeful that the move down in stochastics down below 20 also puts in a low here and sets up a possible move in the near term back up to, say, $28, $29. So we happen to like it here. I hope you've enjoyed our presentation today. Be sure to check out our chart of the day every day at InvestedCentral.com. While you're there, sign up for our free weekly Market Pulse newsletter and have the chart of the day emailed directly to you. Happy trading.